Hello everybody, it is MissyDoPop, and today's video is going to be a chill, laid-back kind of video. You see, today I'll be designing the protagonists of my Fakemon Region Layzo. While I create these characters, I'll be explaining my design process behind them, and I also just want to chat a bit. If you just want to, skip to it and see the final designs, you can skip to this time to see them, but I would recommend watching the whole thing, as I'll have some channel updates thrown in there somewhere, and I'll have, the design process behind these characters. You'll get to know them better. Anyway, I don't really have a smooth transition, so let's just get right into it. When I first sat down to design these characters, I intended on drawing the playable characters of the game. Every time you start up a new playthrough, you choose your character. And every generation in the main series game, except Generation 1, you choose between a male and female character. And in more recent generations, you get to choose from a selection of skin tones, and hair color and eye color. I plan on creating 3 trainers to choose from, and then having different skin and hair tones. But when I sat down to design them, and the further along I got in the process, the more they started turning into full-fledged characters with personalities and backstories. And we're all different in appearance, personality, everything. And I realized how hard it was going to be to try to create characters that could be used by all. So I didn't. I thought to myself, hey, Missy, you don't know a thing about game development, but what is something you do know far too much about and spend way too much time engrossed in? Animated TV shows. Anyone who's been around the channel for even a little while knows I can barely go a single video without referencing or referring to some awesome animated TV show I love. The Owl House. And I got into the Pokemon anime long before I played any of the games, though I don't really watch it anymore, to be honest. I decided that instead of creating the playable characters of the Layzo region, I'm going to be creating the heroes of the story of Layzo, as if they were characters in the anime. And once I had that settled, I felt a lot more in the zone while designing these characters. I had tons of references pulled up of past main trainers and got to work. This is Mo Rallington. Mo is a very outgoing person and challenges anyone they come across to a battle. Their favorite color is red. I'll be talking more about this little bit of trivia later on. Favorite type of battle is double battles, and their favorite season is autumn or fall. I know that this is very random trivia, but I thought it'd be fun for you all to get to know these characters a little more in depth and maybe relate to them in at least one way or another. Mo uses they them pronouns and is 13 years old. I want my cast of characters to be very diverse so that everyone can hopefully find themselves connecting to characters in a more personal way, and I want people to be able to really relate to characters and see themselves portrayed during this adventure. I'll talk more about the outfit details and stuff when I get to the coloring stage. Next up was the male character. Marcos Jetson Turner is a shy, laid-back kid who prefers to share his knowledge of Pokemon and how to care for them rather than battle with them. He often finds himself lost in thought while he cares for his team members, or while he nurses wild Pokemon back to health. He likes singing, his favorite color is green, and he got his hat from his father, who died when Marcos was only 7. But now, he's 15 and acts as the dad friend of the group, always trying to keep his friends out of the trouble. I decided to bump these characters up in age from the typical 10 to 11 age group. Who knows, maybe I'll throw a love story into this game, and I don't want little 10 and 11-year-olds falling in love or fighting each other with their pets to the death, and I'm aging them up, deal with it. Before I tell you a bit about the female character, I wanted to talk about some generic channel stuff. I've got all sorts of just, little tidbits I want to tell you, but none of it's really big enough for its own video. So if you don't really care about that stuff, and you just want to see the development behind the female character, feel free to skip to this time that's on the screen right now. Okay, so first off, things are pretty hectic. By the time this video comes out, school has started again, and this is a big transitional year for me. There's a lot going on, and I doubt it'll be slowing down anytime soon. So as you have probably already noticed, I'm switching to 1 video a week instead of 2. I know, that's a lot less content, and I'm sorry about that. But instead of rushing to have 2 mediocre videos a week, I'd rather spend my time making 1 hopefully good quality video. I'm sure there'll be some wild cards sprinkled in here and there, but for the majority, I'm gonna try to post every Wednesday. When I get into the swing of things, hopefully I'll be able to get back to 2 uploads. We'll just have to see. I don't know how, but when I started this channel, I uploaded 3 videos a week. Granted, they were not very good quality videos, so maybe that had something to do with it. Speaking of starting this channel, it's almost been a full year. That's absolutely crazy. I definitely want to do something to celebrate. I'm just not sure what. If you have any ideas, I'd love to see them down below in the comment section. I'm saving all my sappiness for that video, don't worry. But really, just thank you all. Next up on my little list here is that I had quite a few people in the comments saying they'd enjoy seeing my Animal Crossing island. The only problem is that, well, my island is pretty empty. I restarted the game about 2 months ago because my old island was gross and I didn't like it. I needed a fresh start. So I don't really just want to show you guys an empty island, you know? I just want to say, don't worry, I see your comments. I just have nothing to show off yet. When I do get around to decorating, I'd love to show you all. Let's get back to beautiful character design. Next up was my female character, Marcia Oak. I gave her medium-length hair because I'm betting having longer hair while traveling around practically the whole country would just not be very fun. There is such a thing as wind. Marcia's name actually means dedicated to Mars, just like the name Marcos. Maybe this has something to do with the story of Layzo. Wink wink? Anyway, Marcia actually prefers to go by the name Marcy. She's a bit of a troublemaker who loves her Pokemon. Her favorite color is blue, she's allergic to orange berries, and as you may have guessed from her last name, she's distantly related to the world-renowned Professor Oak. Marcia's parents were originally from the Kanto region, but she herself has lived in Layzo her whole life. She's almost 15 and loves traveling around. So, it is finally time to move on to the colors, which I inconveniently forgot to record. Why do I do this to myself? So, instead of seeing me color these characters, I guess you guys will have to watch some more line art. Anyway, you may have noticed a theme with these three's favorite colors. As a nod to the first generation of Pokemon games, these three have a color scheme of red, green, and blue. Each of their outfits is centered around one of these colors, Marcia's being blue, Mo's being red, and green for Marcos. While coloring Mo, I decided to get a little crazy and give this character dyed hair. While I wrap up this line art again, I wanted to thank Dr. Cortex for coming up with the idea for this video. They asked if I would be doing anything to celebrate 300 subscribers, and I knew I definitely would be, I just didn't know what to do. They suggested making the Protagonists of the Layzo region, and I love this idea. They also came up with last week's video idea too, so like, I should be paying you for this. I knew I wanted to get around to making these protagonists, I just didn't know when I would. So, in celebration of reaching 300 plus subscribers, I created this video. I'll talk more about it in the 1-year birthday of this channel, but I'm so immensely grateful for all of you, all 300. That's just, if we were all in a room together, we would be very crowded. Like I said, I want to save most of my sappiness for the 1-year celebration video. I just want to let you all know that really none of this is possible without you. So just thank you so much. Anywho, let's meet our characters.
We all know there can't be a story without a hero. But what about 3 heroes? Let's give it up for the heroes of the Layzo region, Marcy, Mo, and Marcos. Each of these heroes has their own story to tell and their own secrets to keep. But now that they've joined forces to travel across the Layzo region, there is no way they won't have a good time. Want to see what shenanigans this crew gets up to? Then make sure to tune in every...
So that's where she's hiding. The Layzo region, huh? Well, it looks like we're taking a little trip. You can't run forever, Agent Astro. So, what'd you think? Feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. Which one of these characters is your favorite so far? I had so much fun making them, and I'm excited about their story. And I'm starting to get an idea for the lore and legendaries of this Fakemon region. I think I want to turn this into a series, but legally can I do that? I don't know, but I will research it. Any lawyers out there, feel free to let me know what you think. All jokes aside though, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like to let others know you did enjoy it. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel to watch the rest of the Layzo region unfold. If there's a red button down below the video, that means you're not subscribed, and it'll be much harder to take part in the Layzo story. A big thanks to Dr. Cortex, without whom this video wouldn't have been a thing. Let me know any theories you may have down below in the comment section. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these characters, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope you're having the best of days. This is MissyDoPop, signing off. See you all next time.